switching gear to none other than Drake. Drake. Drake with the lawsuit. Oh no. That's crazy. So Drake is another rapper, another artist, hip hop artist, um, in the courts right now. But Drake is fighting a different fight, right? Diddy's being accused and put in jail for doing freak offs, and Drake is fighting for his career, man. He's fighting for his right to uh express his dislike for what happened for that whole beef and what his label he feels his label has been doing to him. So Drake is suing Universal Music Group, right? And the problem is this. The whole hip hop community kind of felt weird that Drake is doing this. And they're framing it as Drake is suing Kendrick for beating him. Some will say, whoop his ass on this on this beef, right? Now, let's be clear. Not Like Us is a hit, a mega hit. And everyone is saying that Drake lost that beef, right? We can agree that the beef didn't go in his favor. Furthermore, it's done by Kendrick, which is LA's king right now, and always had a tick for tack with Drake. So, and the way LA works is they really support their people. They really support people that they claim as their own, born there, live there, have some success, and they're gonna stick with you. So this thing turned into a fiasco. But Drake is saying, I don't care about this beef or this thing I lost. I'm looking at my money. I'm looking at my money that's being decreased, that's being affected. My business is being affected by this. That's what Drake is saying. So here on the middle ground with Suede Instagram channel here, we posted Drake's remark, Drake's lawsuit. So Drake has filed a federal defamation lawsuit against his record label, which is UMG, right? So and this lawsuit alleges that the company promoted Night Like Us, put all their resources behind Night Like Us, made the record a mega record, which in turn hurt Drake's bottom line. How, you might ask? Because Drake deal is also in negotiation. Drake was either in negotiation or preparing for negotiation to sign a new deal, a new record deal, and probably it's rumored that he wanted upwards of 500-600 million, right? He wanted a lot of money. Okay. So what Drake is saying is this: y'all went and put dirt on my name, make sure my market value went down, so when I come back to y'all for signing, y'all could lowball me for 100, 150, or whatever they were gonna give him. I heard it'd probably be closer to 300, right? Which is, I believe, He wants a little bit more than that, if not more than that, right? But it seems like he's not getting that. He's not even getting that. Is the rumor. So Drake is filing the lawsuit saying, "Hey, how how dare y'all promoting Not Like Us, a record that's calling me a P word, a record that's lying about me." And that's where the defamation comes in, because it can't be defamation, right? If it's true, it can only be defamation if it's a lie. So that's where that comes in. And then we're gonna listen to this video here, kind of give us breakdown, sort of what I just spoke to you guys about, um, and have it in a more give us a little bit more detail on that. Let's take a look.
Ever seen when you understand it. So first, this isn't a lawsuit. It's a petition where Drake is asking the court to require Universal Music Group to give him evidence that he needs to bring a...
And remember, this happens a month ago. So the lawsuit that he's filing today, so he basically dropping this one out of New York and then continue with his lawsuit in Texas, going for defamation at this point.
Business practices. What he says is, I don't know who the other people were involved with Universal, but under the law, Universal has to tell me who they are so I can sue them for the following: civil RICO, deceptive business practices. What these people did is they used illegal bots to make it seem like Not Like Us was a lot more popular than it actually was. They cite to an academics interview where academics is on stream talking to some dude, and the dude says, I got paid $5,000 and promised a percent of Not Like Us in exchange for delivering 30 million fake bot streams when Not Like Us first launched, so that it would seem more popular than it was and the algorithms would bump it up everywhere. What's really interesting about Drake's claim is that if you watch the academics interview, academics questions the veracity, the truth of this guy, saying, hey bro, are you sure? Like, somebody promised you points for bot streams? There's producers and engineers and people who feature on songs who don't get a percent of the song. And somebody promised you. Academics questioned this guy's story. Anyway, Drake's lawyers saw it fit for a filing in a New York State court, and they say, look, this is some evidence of the bots. Then they say that Universal typically takes a cut in order for somebody like Spotify to put a Universal song on Spotify, and that in this case, Universal wanted Not Like Us to be more popular, and so they agreed to take a lower cut, and they gave it to Spotify on the low, cheaper. They paid radio for plays. That, hey, Universal Music Group, in order to make Not Like Us artificially popular, paid.
And this is all business practices in the record labels. That's what the record labels do to any of their artists that are a priority at the moment, right? They buy records. Back in the day, they'll just buy the CDs. Now it's streaming, so they pretty much buying records to boost the image of these artists, right? That's hip hop. We're all aware of that. As a fan of hip hop, we understand these practices, and is a very competitive genre. We don't see it anywhere else, right? On any other genre. But hip hop is very competitive. So what they would do is lower the cut they're gonna take for the song. In turn, put me on the top page. Give me some more spins. Give us some of that boost. Give us some of that extra promotion. And what Drake is alleging, let's buy some of those bots. That's gonna bump up the record, make it go everywhere, have it played everywhere. And that's what Drake was accusing is accusing the record label UMG of doing, and also Spotify.
Apparently, they claim that all of this is illegal and that it caused damage to Drake by reducing his popularity, getting him less streams. They argue that streaming is a zero-sum game. Every time Not Like Us got streamed, it resulted in Drake not getting a stream, because you necessarily can't get a stream if everybody's listening to something else on that day.
That's nuts. that part of it is nuts. So he's letting them know as well that, hey, because you're spending so much time and so much energy and boosting that record, y'all kind of overshadow mine and cause my numbers to go down.
They're including this idea that Universal is firing people who have loyalty to Drake and preferring people who have loyalty to Kendrick. They also claim that Universal told Drake that, hey, none of this is our problem. Your problems are with Mr. Lamar. You should sue. Kendrick Lamar's last name, by the way, is Duckworth. They say your problems are with Mr. Duckworth. You should sue Mr. Duckworth. And if you sue Mr. Duckworth, maybe we'll jump in there with you. Because what I think is happening here, first off, my mind is spinning, because I can't imagine that you're relying on a source that academics questioned, and that. But here's what I think is happening. I think you might have a situation where Drake realizes that Not Like Us and everything around that song and this battle has forever tarnished his earning ability. Mm-hmm. And his ability to make that money, this is what I think, is so significantly reduced that he's got to do everything he possibly can to get it back, even if that means filing these claims where you're out here. I would never file a claim like that.
Yeah. So I think that's what's going on as well. I think Drake, just as we thought, right? Drake is not getting the deal he was getting before. He's not getting the money he would have gotten if Not Like Us was out, if this wasn't out, if this didn't cause so much heartache for him, causing him to be filing lawsuits, and just to kind of keep his superstardom, right? Because Drake is a superstar. He's a superstar nonetheless. He's still outselling, Kendrick. He's still a bigger artist than Kendrick, right? But right now, in hip hop, right, Kendrick is taking over. And we'll see, because Kendrick is not an artist that drops constantly. We'll see if he continues to drop and continue to feed the people, and if he'll continue to with his reign. So we'll see, because you gotta drop it. That's part of keeping up, and that's what Drake does. Drake drops every summer. We have some music from Drake. Every year he's gonna collab, he's gonna drop something. He keep us going. So we're Drake fans, we're hip-hop fans, we like Kendrick as well. So we just want to see this get resolved and everybody go back to making music and being artists, and not having to be suing each other over nonsense. Okay, good luck to both. Good luck to Kendrick. Good luck to Drake, and with his career, and hopefully they figure this whole thing out, because we need music. As fans, we want the music. Okay.